Hi. So what this video is about today is about how we're going to be doing your homework. We're going to be actually converting our classroom and doing it in a way that you have never done before. So I'd like to introduce you to the flipped classroom. Doesn't that sound kind of fun? So what is the flipped classroom? And how does it work? And why would we flip? What it's going to mean is I don't have to stand in front of a bunch of you and give you information and try to pour it into your brains. We are going to be partners in learning. So how does it look? In the traditional classroom model, what happens is you have the teacher stands at the head of the class or some central place in the class, and you have students lined up in rows usually, and this student here is pretty bored with what's going on, and this student is kind of confused because the instructor is going too fast. This student is distracted, they're daydreaming. This student is, I've got it, let's move on already, I'm tired of you repeating the same thing. This student is sleepy. This student is thinking they just hate science. This student is wondering when the fun part comes, when is the lab, and this student is saying, slow down, I'm lost, except students don't usually tell the instructor or the teacher that. They usually just stay lost. In the flipped model, what happens is I actually do the direct lecture, which consists of about anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes of telling you what the concepts are, what the main things that you need to know are, the vocabulary, and then what happens is you watch that for homework. When that happens, then our class time isn't spent with me standing explaining a bunch of things to all of you and telling you the first time. It's spent with us working in labs, working on projects. It's spent with you doing research and me helping you. It's spent with me answering your questions and you working together to work through application of the concepts. Why flip? Why would we do this? Well, aside from the fact that it's going to give us more time to do really cool labs, research shows that all students learn differently, that we all have different modalities of learning. To give you an example, some of us learn better visually by seeing pictures, some learn better audio with hearing things, some learn better with writing things down or having hands-on. All of us have a little bit of those types of learning that we access, but it's very hard for a teacher to stand up and do a direct lecture and be able to address all those different ways that a student learns. So in addition to that, students also have different experiences. So you bring a different experience to the classroom. Each one of you does. And because of that, your connections to the material are all at different rates and all at different times. So it really makes it hard in a more traditional classroom setting for everyone to get the concepts. So research also shows that when we do a flipped classroom, you get a deeper understanding of the content. So what that means is that you get to apply more of what you've learned. You get to do additional clarification with the teacher and with your peers. And research also shows, and this is really significant, and hopefully it will be a motivator for you, is that there is a higher rate of success both in grades, in you remembering and retaining the information for use later on in life, and in application, in you being able to apply what you've learned to other areas. What does this mean to you, the student? Well, it means more time with the teacher. and peers. It means we actually have more time to discuss things, more time to really get into those questions. When you make a connection to material and then you take it someplace else and want to ask further questions, it gives us more time to do that. It also gives more time to get your individual questions answered and to review the material and to only go to those places in the material where you feel stuck so that we can get you moved along. And the really fun and useful part, the part that I think that you're going to really enjoy, is application of concepts. Application means more lab time to apply what you are learning, more time to investigate your questions, more time to research with help and support from me. So you can see that this might be, this has a lot of potential. This might be a really cool way of doing things. However, it's going to take some training on your part. It's going to take some willingness to watch those videos. So here's your part. The video lecture as homework, it is to be your homework. Along with that, I will be giving you packets of notes like PowerPoint slides where you can write down your questions as you go through the video. You will be able to watch it at your convenience, although it does need to be done before we're going to be doing a lab, so you do need your homework done before we do the lab. Take notes at your own pace. You can pause and rewind the video. You can go back later when you're studying for a test and watch all of the homework videos if you so choose. You can write down your individual questions. You don't have to stop the class. You can stop the video, write your question down, continue the video, and then bring your questions in where I will have more class time to answer all of those questions and give you a deeper understanding of the content. I'm very excited about the flipped classroom. I think that it's going to be a wonderful learning experience for us this year.